Hi there, welcome back to my views on news. Three news stories for you. Firstly, another assassination in the Oromia region where Prosperity Party leaders came under attack on Tuesday. One death is being confirmed. Secondly, Amhara judges have been granted immunity. Amhara Regional Council made this decision. I did two videos in the last few weeks, told you about the plight of judges in the Amhara region. Can this immunity protect the judges? Because judges are being kidnapped, being thrown in prisons by the government. Thirdly, viewers, it seems that a new regional alignment is taking shape in the Horn of Africa, in East Africa. The alignment is about Sudan, Kenya, Ethiopia, Somalia, Eritrea taking positions. Are these positions new? Uh, Countries are responding to what is happening in Kenya, where parallel government is being established. Parallel Sudanese government is being established. Let's start from Ethiopia, viewers, where assassination ambush uh, assassination and ambush are two main tactics adopted by armed groups. Both Fano and Ola, they are resorting to these tactics. They carry out ambush attacks, they carry out hit and run attacks, they carry out assassinations of prosperity party officials, security officials on both sides of the border in the two regions. Dozens of people, prosperity party officials, security officials have been assassinated in target killings. HoA, North Shore, Oromia has witnessed at least three assassinations in the last 2 months. Oromo Liberation Army Kumsa Dereba group is assassinating Prosperity Party leaders, security officials, Wareda level officials in Shoa. Why? Because Ola's commander who surrendered, Sunny Nagasa, is from Shoa. And Sunny Nagasa backed splinter group Ola fighters are involved in the fight against Komsa Dereba group. Komsa Dereba group wants to clear Shoa. It wants to ensure that there is no presence of Sunny Nagasa backed group in Shoa. It wants to ensure that regional zonal government officials who are close to Sunny Nagasa, they are also neutralized. That is why Ola has been conducting targeted attacks on Prosperity Party officials and security officials in North Shore. A few days ago, I told you about assassination of Salulta District Chief Administrator. Ababe Verko was killed almost a week ago. Roma Liberation Army claimed responsibility for the assassination of Ababe Verko. Salulta is in North Shore. Another assassination which happened in North Shore happened yesterday. Yesterday, Tadase Tafiri was killed. Tadase was working as head of health department in Garar Jarso Wareda, which is in North Shore zone of the Oromia region. In Silmi, which is a place in Garar Jarso, at this gay Kabale, this attack was carried out. Tadase Tafiri, head of health department, and some other prosperity party officials, they were returning after inspecting a school. When they reached Silmi in Addisge, Kabale, they came under attack. Reportedly, Oromo Liberation Army fighters encircled them. They opened fire at the Prosperity Party officials. The Dase Tafiri died, while Prosperity Party chief of the Wareda, Garar Jarso Wareda, managed to escape. His name is Zinabo Baliko. While he was trying to escape, attackers were firing at him. He was injured, but he managed to escape. He is being treated at a hospital, but he is alive. The Dase Tafiri's death has been confirmed. So, Shoa, Oromia, in Oromia, Shoa, North Shoa especially, Oromo Liberation Army fighters, Kumsa group, they want to kill each and every government officials, PP official, who are backing Sani Nagasa group, who are using Sani Nagasa group against Kumsa Tereba faction. Secondly, our second story is from the Amhara region, where judges have been granted immunity. I did two videos in the last few weeks. I told you about the plight of judges in the region, where over 60 judges were kidnapped in the last few months by security forces, allegedly by security forces. Why? Because the judges gave verdicts not liked by the government. Judges were put in prison, they were not taken to courts, and they had no legal remedy available because they were not being reproduced, they were not being produced in front of courts. Their families don't know where the judges are. Some of them have been missing for weeks. Amhara Judges Association issued two statements. I did videos too. Where there is no independent judiciary, there cannot be justice. Justice is delivered by judiciary. If judiciary is not independent, it means that might is right would be implemented in the society. And this is what is happening in the Amhara region. Now, Regional Council of the Amhara region has tried to correct the situation. It has passed a proclamation giving immunity to judges, immunity from prosecution, immunity from arrest has been granted to judges unless they have been caught red-handed. This unless is dangerous. Red-handed can be interpreted by security forces, by government officials. Whenever they want to arrest judges, they can interpret red-handed according to their own meaning. Uh, Several judges have been released in the last few days after Judges Association held press briefings. We raised this issue as well. 5 are still missing reportedly. Their whereabouts unknown. And some of the judges were kidnapped from courtrooms. This is alarming. When judges are kidnapped from courtrooms by intelligence agencies mainly, it means that they won't be able to give verdicts freely. They will always be under pressure, and they'll give verdicts in support of the mighty and those who are in power. They'll never go against the wishes of the people who are in power. But it's a good start. Now, regional councils should implement this proclamation. So the judges are given assurances of their security and safety. Lastly, there's a new regional configuration is happening in the Horn of Africa, in East Africa. Kenya is hosting rapid support force leaders where parallel government is being formed. Al-Burhan, we know, has formed a government in Port Sudan. He shifted government headquarters from Khartoum to Port Sudan. And Al-Burhan's government, his forces have been on the offensive. In recent months, Al-Burhan's military, supported by allies, has retaken large territories from RSF fighters. Rapid support forces now have been restricted to Western Sudan, Darfur mainly. They have lost their control of areas in Jazeera State, in Bari, Umedurman, parts of Khartoum too. They never managed to enter Gidara for Kasala. And now RSF is forming a parallel government in Kenya. By the way, RSF leaders were sanctioned by the US government a few weeks ago. So RSF, which is under sanctions, has formed a parallel government in Kenya. Kenya is a US ally, we must not forget. Burhan, Sudanese government issued a statement yesterday condemning the meeting of RSF leaders in Kenya. It accused Kenya of interfering in Sudan's internal matters, of violating Sudan's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Ethiopia is also reportedly backing the formation of parallel government by RSF in Kenya. UAE already on board. UAE is the main backer of RSF. Somalia issued a statement last night. Somalia backed Sudan's sovereignty, means Somalia stands with Al Burhan, not with RSF. If Somalia recognizes RSF formed government, Al Burhan could recognize Somaliland as a country. Somalia has its own problems. Eritrea is silent so far, but I think Eritrea will back Burhan as well. So Burhan, Eritrea, Somalia, Egypt on one side, Ethiopia, UAE, Kenya, and RSF on the other side. It seems that Sudan is now virtually split. Western Sudan, Darfur under RSF control, Eastern Central Sudan under the control of Sudanese military supported by allies. Thanks for watching.